Hi guys, alright, today we are going to replace an axle shaft on a '02 BMW X5. So today I'm going to show you how to replace this axle shaft right here. Okay, I'm going to show you how to remove the spindle nut on the axle. So this is the axle nut right there. What you do is you get a screwdriver, stick it in right here, right into the rotor. And now you get your 36 socket, put it right here, and just tighten it with your half-inch drive and probably a breaker or a bar so you can have more leverage. And that's how you remove that nut. And the same way when you put it back on, you're going to do the same thing. Put your screwdriver right here, get your socket and a half-inch breaker bar, and that should do the trick. So if you're going to do an axle shaft, that's what you're going to need. Okay, after you've removed the axle shaft nut, you're going to need a 16 socket to remove the caliper. The caliper bolt is right there. It's on there pretty tight. So once you get that loose, you can take it off by hand almost. Okay, so those are okay. Let me take it off and then I'll show you how it looks once it's off. Okay, now that you got the caliper off, hang it so it doesn't stress out the cable. And now you're gonna remove the rotor with the Allen, but I don't have an Allen, so I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use a ratchet to take this off. It's put on there pretty tight. So now we got the rotor off. Get that out of the way. Okay. Alright. Okay. So what I've done is I removed this cover right here. This splash cover underneath. Has 8mm bolts on there. And to access the lower control arms, you're going to need two 21s, one wrench and one with a socket on it. And what I'm doing, holding one with the other, turning the ratchet. Alright. I got the axle off the hub. This is what the axle looks like. See the boot is torn in there. So now I got to get in there and push that axle out and put the new one in. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay, so what I did, I went underneath, used the pry bar, just this, a long one, long pry bar, and I hammered it from underneath on this side right here, and just hit it out with the hammer, and you can see it popped out. Even the axle shaft, the axle itself came apart. So this was already ready to give out. So it should be ready to come out now. Just like that. Just pull it out. Doesn't look like the seal is leaking, so you don't have to replace the seals this time. Alright, let's put the new one in. See you in a bit. Alright, got the old part out. There it is. And here's the new one. Right there. Comes with the new nut. 36mm socket. So we're ready to put the new one in. Alright, I'm going to slide this in there, and I'll get back to you once I get it in. Okay, so now I got the axle back in there, got that bolt in there, and the lower control arm bolt, and the nut. Don't tighten these until you've lowered the vehicle, or have some, or raise it up a little bit so you don't damage the bushing. But this one already has a damaged bushing before I even started, so, but still, just have to raise it up a little bit, level it out, then tighten it up. But he's definitely going to need to replace this control arm right here. I don't know if you can see the bushing right there. It has come apart, so they're going to need to replace that. But the shaft is in. There it is. All we have to do now is tighten everything up, and this spindle nut. I'll show you how to tighten that in a minute. Hold on a second. So we're going to put the rotor back in and put this bolt back in, which is an Allen. And we're going to put the caliper back in, and then I'll show you how to tighten up the spindle nut on the ground. Alright, so once you've tightened the axle shaft, the axle nut here, what you want to do is you want to get a screwdriver and pinch this down right here. Pinch it down so it'll lock your nut. Prevent the nut from coming back, turning out. So that's what you do. Hold on a second. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. And that's it. That's what it looks like when it's locked into place. All you do is tighten those bolts back inside. Got the nut on there, but not tight. Same thing with this one. It's kind of dark in there, but you have to tighten that up. So what we can do is we put the jack underneath, raise it up a little bit. So put some load on there and tighten it up. Alright, so we got the axle in there now, the brand new one. And what I've done is I supported the lower part of the control arm, or the rotors and the hubs, in order to tighten these bolts right here. Because you have to have it has to be up before you tighten these bolts up. So I got them nice and tight now, and looks pretty good so far. So we got everything tight. You gotta double check everything before you even go on a test drive. Make sure all the bolts are on there. Clean it up a little bit, but I don't think you can clean up all this grease that's shot out from the axle. It's all over the place. But it looks good. Ready for a test drive in a few minutes. Alright, these are the tools you're going to need to replace the axle shaft on an 03 BMW. I believe it's an X5. Yes. On an 03 BMW X5, you're going to need a pry bar, a mallet, 21, a ratchet, half-inch drive. You need a 16 socket, 18 socket, 22 wrench. What else? You're gonna need a 19 to remove the tire, and you're gonna need an Allen to remove that. And you're gonna need actually this is for the Allen right here. That's to remove the rotor. And you're gonna need a 36 to remove the axle nut. and also a jack. And that's pretty much it.